move on up to your home team station, Color 10. From the award-winning Newsbeat team, this is the late weekend edition of Newsbeat.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Steve Arnold. Topping the news tonight is the Madcap celebration now underway throughout the city of Springfield, centering on the campus of Southwest Missouri State University.
Your home team, Color 10 Springfield. You're watching the Ozarks News, Newsbeat 10 midday, with Steve Arnold and Tom Turton.
Good morning, everyone. Paraguay's Alfredo.
Your home team, Color 10 Springfield. This is the Ozarks News, Newsbeat 10 Night Watch with Mike Peters, Jill Jensen, Ted Keller, Scott Opfer.
Good evening, I'm Mike Peters.
And I'm Jill Jensen. Thank you for joining.
Your home team, Color 10 Springfield. You're watching the Ozarks News, the Newsbeat 10 Late Edition, with Lisa Forgey, Linda Schmidt, Dan Lucy.
Setting the pace in the Ozarks, Color 10 Springfield. The Ozarks News, Newsbeat 10, with Jill Jensen, Steve LaRocco, Ted Keller, Scott Opfer, and the award-winning Newsbeat 10 News Team.
Good evening, everyone. Jill Jensen is off tonight. Just minutes ago, the House passed emergency legislation aimed...
You're watching Color 10 Springfield. The news begins now. The news you need to know. The area's most comprehensive weather coverage. The day's sports action. And all the color of the Ozarks, brought to you by the team that sets the pace. This is Color 10 Newsbeat.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Steve has a night off. Headlines change.
You're watching Color 10 Springfield. The news begins now. The news you need to know. The area's most comprehensive weather coverage. And all the color of the Ozarks, brought to you by the team that sets the pace. This is Color 10 Newsbeat.
Good evening and welcome to Color 10 Newsbeat. I'm Lisa Forgey. Although nearly 70% of the voters said no to Hancock 2, the idea of citizens voting on major statewide tax increases is something Missouri...
Welcome to Color 10 Newsbeat, everyone. I'm Steve LaRocco. Some Greene County residents claim victory over a Springfield developer. The Planning and Zoning Board turned down the developer's request for rezoning and...
Home to the Ozarks News and Information Source. Color 10 Newsbeat at 10.
Good evening, I'm Steve LaRocco. British nanny Louise Woodward is found guilty of second-degree murder in the...
You're watching the Ozarks News and Information Source. Color 10 Newsbeat at 5. With Bob Healy, Joy Robertson, Chief Meteorologist Ted Keller, and Dan Lucy with sports.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Joy Robertson.
And I'm Bob Healy. Welcome to Color 10 Newsbeat at 5.
A Conco concrete worker finds a body floating in a Springfield...
You're watching the Ozarks News and Information Source. Color 10 Newsbeat at 10. With Paul Morrison, Joy Robertson, Chief Meteorologist Ted Keller, and Dan Lucy with sports.
Good evening, I'm Paul Morrison.
I'm Joy Robertson. Welcome to Color 10 Newsbeat at 10. Almost insurmountable odds against winning didn't keep thousands of Ozarks lottery players...
The Ozarks News and Information Source, Color 10. And now, Color 10 News Source. With Bob Healy, Joy Robertson, Chief Meteorologist Ted Keller, and Dan Lucy with sports. And now, coverage you can count on from Color 10 News, Springfield, Missouri.
This Ozark restaurant wants to sell alcohol, but its neighbor across the street is foaming mad about a loophole in the state law. Good evening, everyone. I'm Melissa Moon. Thanks for staying up late with us tonight.
You're watching Color 10 News early this morning with Sonia Coleman and Tom Turton. You're watching Color 10 News at 11 with Mary Beth Rush and Tom Turton. Closed.
An emotional day at an area amusement park will tell you how employees spent their last day at work.
Local college students are making a commitment to our community. Find out how they're making a difference in the Ozarks.
And Halloween decorating is taking a dive this year, but it has nothing to do with the economy. The news starts now.
You're watching Color 10 News at 10 with Kate Stacy and Chris Grogan.
Well, first to 10, it is the end of an era for a popular amusement park.
The western part of the United States. We'll tell you why this area is so critical at this point for the candidates.
You're watching Color 10 News at 10 with Kate Stacy and Chris Grogan. You're watching Color 10 News at 10 with David Oliver and Joy Robertson.
From Color 10, Ozarks First. You're watching Color 10 News Daybreak.
And good Tuesday morning to you. Thanks for joining us once again. It's July 15th. I'm Shannon Miller, and
You're watching Color 10 News at 5 in high definition.
The Dow has plummeted 600 points and the British Prime Minister is stepping.
You're watching Color 10 News at 5 in high definition.
We bow before thee this day, the 75th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor.
You're watching Color 10 News at 6 in high definition.
A Springfield police officer is accidentally tased during an altercation.
That somebody would stoop this low.
The reports of the demise of the Democratic Party are premature.
We'll tell you which party polls suggest will dominate November's midterm elections. We sit down with the two men running for Greene County Commissioner, coming up what their plans are for the county.
There's something we found in nearly every aisle of this grocery store. We'll tell you what it is and why it's offering hope.
You're watching Color 10 News at 10.
Good evening once again, and thanks for watching, everybody. I'm David Oliver.
And I'm Sonia Coleman. First up on your news at 10, Steve.
Count on Color 10 News with David Oliver, Sonia Coleman, Chief Meteorologist Ted Keller, and Sports with Dan Lucy. This is Color 10 News at 10.
You're watching Color 10 News at 10 in high definition.
A teenager is in custody.
This morning on Daybreak, it's time for the annual Making Strides event benefiting the American Cancer Society and breast cancer research. We've got more on this year's theme and how many millions of dollars it could cost taxpayers to restore an overfilled Northwest Arkansas landfill to environmental standards. Plus,
thousands of documents have been released with details about JFK's assassination. I'm Nikki Batiste in New York. I'll tell you what they've revealed 5 decades later.
hey everyone, time to get up and get moving on this Friday, October 27th. I'm Joe Morano. Thanks for waking up for it.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Jennifer Abreu, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist TJ Springer. This is Color 10 News Daybreak. I'll forecast first on Color 10 News Ozarks First.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us on this Friday. We've got some sunshine out right now.
Now from Ozarks First, you're watching Color 10 News Midday.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome on into Midday. I'm Joe Morano, and in an interview...
Now from Ozarks First, you're watching Color 10 News at 5.
Good evening once again. Good to have you along here on Color 10 at 5. It is.
You're watching Color 10 News. Ozarks First with David Oliver. Heather Lewis. Weather with Chief Meteorologist Jamie Warner. This is Color 10 News at 5.
Eric.
Now, from Ozarks First, you're watching Color 10 News at 6.
We have a report of a duck that has sank.
Now, from Ozarks First, you're watching Color 10 News at 10.
And when they pulled me up from the boat, I didn't see it.
You're watching Color 10 News. Ozarks First with Jennifer Abreu. Weather with meteorologist Beth Finello. And sports with Dan Malloy. This is Color 10 News at 10. Now, from Ozarks First, you're watching Color 10 News at 10.
It is less than 12 hours away from the implosion of the James River smokestacks. Good evening to you. I'm Heather Lewis.
I'm Steve Savard. The city has taken quite a few steps.
News. Ozarks First with Heather Lewis, Steve Savard. Weather with meteorologist Savannah Tennyson. And Ann Lucy Sports. This is Color 10 News at 10.
I'm Joy Robertson. You're watching Color 10.